expanded. That's good news. Like I say, we have now expanded to 3 planets other than Earth for Tongren. So let's take a look at our requests. Welcome, Momashari. Good to see you. For everyone that ordered the book will be shipped out soon. It is, if you can hear it in the background, being printed as we speak. And then we should be able to be all set shortly, and it will come out. And where is our long line weekly? There we go. Okay. So let's begin our tapping. So blood flow to the brain. So our first request, we do our 3-part process. And our first request, arthritis, insomnia, edema, blood flow to the brain. Arthritis, any itis. So we do our 3-part process that we teach in the workshops. Blood flow to the brain command points, especially the hypothalamus for resetting their circadian rhythms. And we have a little noise. And the itis, T1 to T8. And insomnia and edema for interesting newbie. Good to see you. GV17. Again, T1 to T8 for any itis. And we also have collected creation for all body twitches. So I would just add super high dose of folic acid and B12 and alpha lipoic acid and B12, sublingual B12 that's really effective. So it's a nerve thing. And for Oni, we work on mobility and sleep deprivation. Sorry to hear that. GB13 for relaxation, anxiety. And grounding, so for the edema in the legs and the feet, so the brachial plexus for the nerves for the arms, left weak arm, lumbosacral plexus for the legs, left weak leg, and MS for your arms, collective creation, T7 for sleep deprivation, and yes, we have our other audience. Okay, so we have Catherine. Uh, so Catherine, please tap for medulla cardiovascular. So blood flow to the brain. Medulla. Let me just check one thing real quick. So let's continue. For Catherine, cardiovascular, also GV17. T1 to T8. And for Catherine, also the eyes. C3 for the eyes, blood flow to the eyes, facial artery. Knees are better, which is great. Danke to you too. Okay, let's just check. Continue on. Hand grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay. Okay. Sorry, we just need to get these. Oh, we have people for Facebook. Dave, yes, we were talking today, Dave. I have a lot of confidence in that person that you recommended because she figured out because she was suffering. That's usually the best incentive to help people. Okay. So let's work on perfect blood, lymph, but we can continue with the eyes for Catherine. Okay, too much going on. Blood flow to the brain. 3-part process. And we are getting knocked over all over the place technically here today. Hello, Marie. Hello, David. Hello, Sharon. And why did it change pages on me? All right. Weekly Tongren group sessions. Okay. Blood flow to the brain. Perfect blood. Eyes. Cardiovascular. C3 for the eyes. Sky window for the eyes. T1 for the bones and perfect blood. T7 and the spleen for perfect blood. Okay. Whoa, Lakshmi. A lot going on. Okay. And let me make sure I got everything for Catherine. I don't want to miss anything. Knees are better, but let's work on the knees. I've been massaging with arnica oil. 635 nanometer laser. You're on track. If you get a brace, get one with copper in it. castor oil. You get some castor oil, which is great. And grounding to liver 3 and quit. Okay, and additional for perfect blood, craniosacral fluid, crystal palace, tailbone, the secret sauce for perfect blood. And for Esther, joint pain strengthening, bladder and neuropathy. So let's do it. Blood flow to the brain. Command points of the brain. Command points of the brain stem GV17. Neuropathy, supraorbital plexus, lumbosacral plexus, hands and feet. Neuropathy. B12, alpha lipoic acid. Great. All right, let's get on track here. We got our people on. Okay, let's do it. Jane was a blood disease, blood flow to the brain. Work on the blood and the bone marrow. And also work on the brain with 3 blood supplies for David. Yep, blood flow, blood and perfect blood, T1 for the bones, T7 for the spleen, T7 for the spleen is also for swollen legs and lymph nodes, so T3 for the lymph, T7 for the lymph for Sharon Brown. And hello, Rachel. Yep, hello Rachel. Lung health and global peace, or global health and lung peace. Everything. Intracranial pressure, cranial sacral fluid, crystal palace to tailbone, lymph nodes, swollen legs, T7 blood supply, lumbosacral plexus. And down the legs, bladder meridian. Gallbladder meridian. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And let's see who's next. And hello, Marie. Awesome to see you. Okay, let's take apart the blood supply to the brain. And Rachel, you are everywhere. Yep, let's see who we got next. And I've worked with Esther. Whoops, got the lost. Why are you doing this? Oh yeah, you're right there. Next is Happy Mama, and for Laura is next. Excellent blood work as always. You get a handle on this, kid. Spleen for Sherry, and Laura for GB13 right side. C1, 2, and 3, GB13 right side, and in Tong for abundance. And great self, arthritis, hands, pain, hands, hip, and short-term memory. So blood flow to the brain. And Mari, hello. Pain in right shoulder, sorry to hear that. Magnesium oil, I wish would help more. This is a great pain cream. Hello, Masterpiece Maker. T1 to T8 for arthritis. Whoops, I forgot short-term memory. Oh, let's do that. GB13. Sky window, left side and right side. Brachial plexus for the hands. Lumbosacral plexus for the right hip pain. Okay, ouch point right hip, ouch point right shoulder, SI 14, neck, C6, C7, T1, T2. Hope you're doing great, Mari, Esther, great self, and grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay, and let's take a look at Facebook. Oh, we got a lot of people on Facebook. Welcome to Sri Gupta, Maria. I guess that's it. And Tim, welcome back, Tim. Blood flow to the brain. And Arlene Carroll, welcome. Make sure I don't miss anyone. Let's work directly on the lungs for Rachel. So that's a complete process. The phrenic nerve to the diaphragm, oxygen process, and lung 1, lung 2. And global peace, that would be connected through our third eye, our international connection. And CV17, the international heart of compassion. And welcome Shri for the first time. Have you been on Tongren sessions before? Is this your first time with Tongren? And where are you in the world? And let's work on edema. Edema is way better, so keep some castor oil packs and T7, T3 for the lymph, T7 for the spleen. Lumbosacral plexus, nerves to the legs and circulation, GV17 for circulation of everything. L2. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay. And also some lymph and kidneys. We're going to work on the lymph and kidneys as well. All right. And Shri, we do a 3-part process. We teach Tongren as well. Let me know. You're in Florida? Oh, nice and cool in Florida. Hopefully it's under 100 degrees so far. How did you hear about us, Shri? Blood flow to the brain. Command points of the brain. And then for the T1 to T8, also for the edema, it's in the 90s, only the 90s, huh? What is ASD? I don't know what that is. But welcome, it's awesome to have you here with us. And let's work for your vertigo and instability. Can you give me more information? Oh yeah, I just spoke at the Dowsing Convention. Did we meet at the Boston Convention? Maybe we did. I spoke at the Boston Dowsing Convention. Vertigo, GV17. So sit and relax with your feet flat on the floor. Put your mind in the brain stem or GV17 area of your brain. Oh, maybe you saw me. Yep. Maybe you watched my talk. Oh, you did hear me talk. That's amazing. I talked in Boston Dowsing. People from Florida saw me and now they're on Tongren. That is so cool. T1 to T8 for massive headache, but there's specific points for massive headache. And this is also good for vertigo as well. GB20. Lower back pain. Lumbar 1 to 5. Kidneys. Kidney tune-up for Arlene. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So again, sit and relax. There are some Ayurvedic herbs you might consider. Mucuna pruriens, also known as velvet beans, but that's an Ayurvedic herb for mobility and different things. So that would be another option for you. Thank you for joining. Okay, welcome Linda. And let's see who else we have here. So for intrigued newbie, leukemia, remember also look into this book here for leukemia, a woman who cured 5,000 kids of leukemia. I don't know if you can see me. Yes. Hannah Kroger, a tailbone adjustment, which I use in my practice as well. It will be good for your leukemia, but we will work on it from a Tongren perspective because of the tailbone adjustment indicates a lack of craniosacral fluid. Craniosacral fluid nourishes the bone marrow. Bone marrow produces red blood cells, and it can also create a hypoxia or oxygen deficiency in the bone marrow itself. And leukemia and the bone marrow will malfunction. Blood flow to the brain. Brain command points, brain stem command points. T1 to T8. T1 for the bones. Craniosacral fluid for the bones, exactly for that reason. Crystal palace to tailbone. T1 to T8, outgoing individual for smoke, mold, and lead poisoning. You definitely need some food-based detox, which would be pectins, cilantro, parsley, sea vegetables. Number 2 would be clay baths, clay foot soaks, clay drinks for your detoxing. T1 to T8 and T3 for the lungs. T9 for the liver, L2 for the kidneys, T1 to T8 infection. Yeah, I sell the clay on my website. There's only one medical grade clay that I approve of, and that's what I use. Profound fatigue. Check your copper, iron. Eat a lot of food with copper. Copper releases the iron, which releases the oxygen, which combines with the glucose to make energy. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And let's check who's next. Happy Thursday. Woohoo. Happy Thursday. And we did work for you, Maria and Tim. Let's work on Tim right now. Multiple myeloma, blood flow to the brain. Command point to the brain. Command point to the brain stem. Janet for multiple myeloma, which is T1 for the bones. T4 for the lungs. So SCACT, the one version that I recommend, that I've researched and finally found the best one. The one on my site is the one researched by Harvard, enhanced 8-herb formula. T1 to T8 MD, and cataract C3 for the eyes. There's always the book and the information and the eye drops that seem to be helping. The cataract cure, and they also have an eye drop. It's just simply eye antioxidants called NAC. And TBI for Heather, work on the brain support, which would be the lymphatics, part of the craniosacral fluid system. Tailbone, Crystal Palace to the tailbone, and the Huayin, Crystal Palace to the Huayin. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Good to see you, Tim. Additional for the bones, GB39 for Tim. And also for the lungs, phrenic nerve, lung 1, lung 2. And CV17. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay. So let's begin, Lakshmi. Well, okay. All right, let's see. We'll get through this. From Gentle Companion, blood flow to the brain. We also want to include Augustina, Santino, blood flow to the brain. Chi for MB. Yep, I forgot what MB was already. Tumor and gallstone, definitely castor oil packs and malic acid or apple cider vinegar. How's the eye doing? Tighten lower eyelid springs. Is that doing better? Regenerate displaced subclavian bones. Wow, that sounds painful. Mid-shaft humerus. T1 for bones, bone building. Mid-shaft humerus, bones, radial pulsing nerves. Vitamin D and 12 absorption. That's the microbiome. Lymph nodes, T3, T7. T1 to T8, autoimmune, both elbows. Why all this stuff going on, Lakshmi? Systemic inflammation, turmeric, fermented turmeric with black pepper. I would quadruple that. Sleep and digestion. Stress-free, GB13. Balanced sugars. Don't eat sugars. Don't eat white sugars. Eat lots of fiber to balance the sugars. Don't eat fat because that creates insulin resistance and interferes with the sugar balance. Lots of fiber, no meat. Good hydration. No processed sugars. Healthy cholesterol. Get lots of sunlight. So who out there is interested in joining the webinar? We're going to do quantum biology webinar and talk about circadian rhythms. We do have a masterclass for Tongren for people that are interested. Brain and bones. So Sidzin, acne, so that is skin. That is from the skin you go to the liver, so let's work on a liver detox. Hormonal and emotional balance, GB13 right side. More hormones for all of you, your entire group, Lakshmi, including Ashika, which is GB20, 22. And Linda, also hormone balancing, which is GB20 and 22. Hypothalamus, pituitary. Speech area, Broca and Wernicke. T1 to T8, inflammation, and also leukemia for Sanjay. Mobility, GB17 for Ashika, for baby Ashika. Spine, T1 to S5. For all the women, ovaries, prostate, hormones, L3. Leukemia again, T1 for the bones, GB39 for the bones. And T4 right side tumor, surgery, detox meds, T1 to T8 and T9, T1 to T9 for detox, T1 to T8 for inflammation, T1 to T9 for detox. For Sulochana, you're welcome for the treatment, Lakshmi. We covered everyone for you. Happy to help. grounding, liver 3, and kidney 1. Yeah, hopefully intrigued Nobi, you can hear the points. Like I just said, liver 3, kidney 1, T3 for the lungs, T7 for the spleen. Hopefully you can hear them. I will make sure it's easier to get for you, I promise. Intrigued Nobi. So blood flow to the brain, CV17, to the sky window, GP19, 20, 21, 22, 19, 20, 21, 22. Sleep apnea, sleep tape will solve that problem. Spinal canal, so there's spinal flossing. Look it up on the internet. It will basically move your nerves up and down. It'll be spinal flossing for opening up the spinal canal. But let's work on it. C1 to S5. Lumbar 1 to 5 for the lower back. So if anybody's interested in our upcoming detox program, that is 14 days clay herb focused effective detox. Clay binds to toxins and heavy metals, disrupts viruses and bacteria to cleanse the body. Okay, Faris, welcome. So we'll work on Faris's mom. There are herbs for arrhythmia. Did I send you that link? I hope. And glaucoma, GV17. T1 to T8, so everything for the eyes, for your mom, C3, GV17, the ouch point for the eyes. Arrhythmia, that would be GV 19 and 21. Sensory cortex, motor cortex, hypothalamus for the heart rhythms management, and T5 for the heart itself. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay, thank you all for joining. And let's do one round, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Yes, thank you for joining, Shri. I have a great respect for dowsing. It's amazingly good stuff. And Tim, we will work on Jamie. And Marie, thank you for joining. Let's set a time to go to Plant City. But we have a couple more people. Blood flow to the brain. And welcome Sandra Ferreira Tufili. Are there any people here interested in the detox program or the Tongren Masterclass this weekend? The quantum biology webinar. Can't believe all the stuff I'm doing. Anyway. Yeah, I'll mention the name, Linda. It's Vitality Herbs and Clay, or you can email me and I will send you a link. Please read. I missed it. Okay, elevated levels of arsenic and mercury. Yes, thank you very much. Wow, I'm lucky my phone has these alerts all the time. Blood flow to the brain. Detox her skull from exposure to plutonium. 2 things I would recommend. Number 1 is a cap or a infrared bulb that I recommend, developed in the 1800s, for circulation in the brain to detox. Then clay poultices, clay packs along the skull, and clay baths, and then castor oil packs on the liver. And how did that person get exposed to plutonium? And bulging disc at L4, L5. So first T1 to T8. So blood flow to the brain for detox for the brain. T1 to T8 for detox, and T9. T1 to T8 for inflammation, T1 to T9 for detox. And then L4, L5 of the lower back, bulging discs. Hydration can help bulging discs a lot because the discs are sponges full of water, period. Extra hydration will plump them up and give you more space, and it'll allow those discs to move back. Of course, there is also physiotherapy or yoga. Svarupa yoga focuses on the spine. Okay, and last one is we have that for your mom, Sandra, malignant brain lesions. So 3 blood supplies, also for Augustina, 3 blood supplies to the brain, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. T1, 2, 3, and 4, but especially T3 for the lungs, and lung 1 and lung 2 for the lungs. Italy, Sylvie, welcome from Italy. How do I say welcome to Tongren in Italian? Lesions, T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So let's do some Qigong for everyone. Right. Thank you, Tim. Of course. Benvenuta. Benvenuta. Thank you. Of course, Tim. There were leaks. Poor kid. It's horrible. Gentle companion, you're welcome. Lynn, coming from hip and lower back. Lynn, definitely check chiropractic to alignment for the hips and the lower back. Clay baths for soaking, for bone building, all of those different things. So I think we're good. Let's do this. And everyone, let me know if you're going to be joining any of our programs. For the listeners, we can give discounts. Absolutely. Make it easy for everyone. You're welcome, Lynn. Welcome to everyone. Shari, thank you. Thank you for joining. Enjoy the book. Let me know what you think of the book. It's going to be probably in about 10 days. It's going to be actually arriving. So it's very exciting. But it is a lot of detail. I don't know how to make smaller books. I'm just not good at that. But it's got some fun stuff. It's even got some jokes, some quantum jokes, some poems, some history, all kinds of stuff. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Definitely not beach material, but it's fun. Okay, thank you very much. And we'll play the tone for everyone. Thank you very much. See you next week. Be well, be kind to one another. Remember, all of our actions are magnified and replicated, so kindness becomes universal. The heart of compassion can spread. It is infinite. Blessings. Happy biophotons to everyone. Bye now. Happy biophotons to everyone.